Hello, everyone, and welcome. If you're a fan of the little couple, you know the Klein Arnold family has touched our hearts for years with their inspiring journey through life, love, and family. Today, we're talking about something that's been quietly buzzing across social media and fan pages: Zoey Klein's engagement to her boyfriend, Zach from Australia. Yes, you heard that right. Zoey Klein is engaged to Zach, and they've been dating secretly for 1 year. They're planning to get married on January 15th, 2026. Zoey's parents have even given the couple a new car as a gift, one for both Zoey and her future husband. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Now, let's get into it. To really understand how special this moment is, we have to go back a bit. Over the years, the little couple showed the family's moves from Texas to Florida and then to Boston, where Jen took a job at Boston Children's Hospital as a neonatologist. Bill continued working on his business projects, and the kids, Will and Zoey, thrived in school and activities. Will, adopted from China in 2013, formed a strong bond with Zoey. They were often seen on the show playing, arguing like regular siblings, and being there for each other during doctor visits and family milestones. Now, let's fast forward to today, August 18th, 2025. Zoey is now 13 years old and will be turning 14 in October. Even though she's still young, Zoey has always been mature, something she clearly gets from her parents. In recent updates shared by Jen and Bill, fans have seen Zoey growing into a confident teen involved in arts and adapted sports. People are amazed at how much she's grown and how stylish she's become. She's not the little toddler we first met. She's now a poised young woman. So, how did Zoey, living in Boston, meet Zach, who's all the way in Australia? Well, it's a modern love story. They met online through a global community for young people with dwarfism. These online groups offer support, friendship, and sometimes even love. Zach, whose full name is Zachary Thompson, is 15 years old and lives in Sydney. Like Zoey, he has achondroplasia, the most common type of dwarfism. He's known to be outgoing, kind, and passionate about surfing, video games, and environmental causes. Their first interaction was in early 2024 when Zoey posted about going to a Red Sox game. She even live-streamed the moment, and Zach, a huge baseball fan, even though he's from a country that loves cricket, commented on her post. He said he admired her family's strength. They started chatting in direct messages about shared experiences, and that slowly grew into daily video calls and deep conversations. By mid-2024, they were officially dating, but they kept it private. Why this secrecy? At the time, Zoey was just 12, and both families agreed it was best to let the relationship grow privately, away from the public eye. Zoey's family, being in the spotlight, also wanted to protect her privacy. So, from summer 2024 to summer 2025, Zoey and Zach kept their relationship quiet. They exchanged handwritten letters, shared playlists, played online games together, and really got to know each other. Zach introduced Zoey to Australian culture, sent her Vegemite, and taught her Aussie slang. In return, Zoey shared Thanksgiving recipes and stories from her Indian background, including how her family celebrates Diwali. Everything changed in June 2025 when Zach and his family visited the U.S. During their trip, Zach stayed with relatives in New York, but he made trips to Boston to see Zoey. That's when they finally told their families about the relationship. Jen and Bill were surprised at first, but they quickly welcomed Zach. Bill especially bonded with him over business talk, since Zach's dad runs a tech startup in Sydney, just like Bill's entrepreneurial work. Jen appreciated Zach's attitude and dreams of becoming a marine biologist. The big moment came on July 15th, 2025. That day marked 1 full year since they started dating. During a private family picnic at Boston Common, Zach proposed to Zoey. He got down on one knee and gave her a simple, beautiful ring with a sapphire stone, which stands for the ocean that once separated them. Zoey immediately said yes, and the family cheered. Even Will joked that Zach better be good at video games if he's joining the family. And there's more. Zoey's parents gifted them a new car, a custom Tesla Model Y that's been adapted for drivers with dwarfism. It has pedal extensions, seat boosters, and all the latest tech. The car is worth over $50,000 and is a symbol of their support for Zoey and Zach's independence and future together. Jen even shared in a private family post that the car represents wheels to their dreams, giving them the freedom to explore life together after they're married. The wedding is planned for January 15th, 2026. It will be a small ceremony in Boston with close family and friends. Later in the year, there will be a second celebration in Sydney to honor Zach's side of the family. The wedding will blend American, Australian, and Indian traditions in a way that's meaningful to them. Zoey and Zach are planning a wedding that brings together Australian, Indian, and Chinese cultures, reflecting their unique blended family. Zoey imagines wearing a dress that's elegant but also comfortable, likely designed by someone who specializes in adaptive fashion. Zach is most excited about their honeymoon. They're dreaming of going to Hawaii, where the beaches are accessible for everyone, no matter their abilities. To understand why this engagement means so much, let's take a look back at the Klein Arnold family story. Dr. Jennifer Arnold was born on March 12, 1974, in St. Petersburg, Florida. She was born with spondyloepiphyseal dysplasia, a rare form of dwarfism. She faced many surgeries and medical challenges growing up, but she never gave up. She went on to study medicine, graduated from Johns Hopkins University, and became a well-known neonatologist. Bill Klein, born on October 13, 1974, in New York, also has skeletal dysplasia. He built a successful career in sales and later became an entrepreneur, starting businesses like Rocky and Maggie's Pet Boutique. Jen and Bill met in 2006 through a friend and got married in 2008. Their journey into parenthood was shared with the world on The Little Couple, which began airing on TLC in 2009. After dealing with fertility issues, they adopted Will from China in 2013. Will had dwarfism and was 3 years old at the time. A few months later, Zoey joined the family from India. She was just 2 years old. The show ran for 14 seasons and ended in 2019, but the family kept sharing updates through social media and occasional appearances. After the show, real life brought new challenges. In 2014, Jen battled a rare cancer called Stage 3 choriocarcinoma. She went through chemotherapy and beat it. In 2017, the family moved to St. Petersburg, Florida, where Jen took a job at Johns Hopkins All-Children's Hospital. In 2019, a malpractice lawsuit led to another move. By 2020, the family had settled in Boston. Through all of this, Will and Zoey adapted really well. Zoey especially has shown a real talent for art. She enjoys drawing and painting scenes from her life, and Jen has shared some of her artwork online. Now, with Zoey's engagement, the family is moving into a new and exciting chapter. People close to the family say Jen and Bill are happy for Zoey and Zach, but also cautious. They've made it clear that the marriage will happen after both kids are older and have completed more of their education. Zoey is 14 and Zach is 15, so they're still very young. But in some cultures, early engagement or arranged commitments are more accepted. Both families are planning to attend joint counseling sessions and do cultural exchanges to help Zoey and Zach grow stronger together. Jen reportedly said, "Seeing Zoey so happy with Zach reminds me of when Bill and I first met. Love knows no distance or differences." Bill said, "Zach's a great kid. He's got that Aussie charm, and he's already talking about starting a family business with me. The car we gave them is our way of saying we're all in this together." In a private message to friends, Zoey said, "Zach is my best friend. We've shared so much in a year, our stories, silly laughs, and big dreams. I can't wait for January 15th, 2026. Zach also shared his thoughts. "Meeting Zoey changed my life. She's strong, funny, and beautiful. Boston to Sydney is a long way, but love bridges it." To understand how they kept their relationship secret, here's a look at what happened. During Christmas 2024, Zoey casually mentioned having an online friend from Australia. The family didn't think much of it. During their virtual Christmas celebration, Zach joined a Zoom call with the family, but pretended to be part of a group chat from the dwarfism community. In February 2025, Zoey had a school project on international cultures. She chose Australia and used facts Zach had taught her, like those about the Great Barrier Reef, which ties into his interest in marine biology. Their dates were creative: virtual movie nights watching Finding Nemo, cooking together online where Zoey made s'mores and Zach tried making American-style burgers, and sharing playlists with songs like Ocean Eyes by Billie Eilish, which reminded them of their long-distance bond. Of course, their relationship had challenges. The time difference between Boston and Sydney is 14 hours, so they often had late-night talks. Cultural differences came up too. Zach loves cricket, which confused Zoey, and Zoey had to explain her love of American football. Health-wise, both deal with issues related to dwarfism like joint pain, but they help each other by sharing tips on exercises and adaptive tools. Publicly, the family stayed quiet to avoid attention from the media. But now that the engagement is out, people have been very supportive. Fans on Instagram and Facebook have already been leaving comments like, "Zoey looks so grown up. Is there a boyfriend?" Now that the truth is out, the response has been very positive. Plans for the wedding on January 15th, 2026, are already moving forward. The ceremony will take place in a cozy hall in Boston decorated for winter, with snowflake lights and warm fireplaces. Zoey's dress will be custom-made, possibly in a soft blue color to match her sapphire engagement ring. Bridesmaids will include her close friends and cousins. Will is going to be one of the groomsmen. The wedding food will mix all their favorite flavors: American comfort food, traditional Australian barbecue, Indian dishes from Zoey's heritage, and Chinese food in honor of Will. After the wedding, Zoey and Zach plan to split time between the US and Australia. Zoey will finish high school in Boston, while Zach completes his studies in Sydney. They'll use their gifted Tesla to visit each other. In the future, they hope to do advocacy work and maybe even start a foundation to support young people with disabilities in finding love and building connections. What do you think? Are you excited about the wedding? Let us know in the comments. Now for some more updates about Zoey. She's on the edge of starting her own art business. Recently, she showed off her skills on social media. Jen shared pictures of Zoey's latest artwork. Fans are already impressed and think she might be ready to launch her own business soon. If you haven't been keeping up, Zoey is now 19 years old, and she'll be turning 20 on September 22nd, 2025. She's grown up fast. If you remember her from The Little Couple, you might not even recognize her now. Another admirer said, "Truly, love is love." A Forbes article explains the origins of Pride Month for anyone who doesn't know. They made a mental note that these days the month is celebrated with festivity and delight. However, back in the day, hardly one rejoiced. Actually, they made a connection between past Pride issues and the present rioting. The news source brings to readers' attention the raid on a same club that occurred in the late 1960s. There was a time when same partnerships could result in an arrest. Who knows? Maybe Zoey's mom from The Little Couple already taught her all of this. However, the origins of Pride Month are not well known. Marsha P. Johnson cried, "I got my civil rights when the cops stormed the pub. This time a shot glass was thereafter thrown into a mirror. Riots broke out after a massive altercation. A total of 3 police officers were hurt when protesters broke windows, set cars on fire, and injured themselves, barricading themselves inside the Stonewall Inn was the final word from the officials. Word got out later, and the riots continued for days. There was a human side to the riots as shown in the media coverage. It became clear that members of the LGBT community likewise merited equal rights. To commemorate that, the hashtag loves is popular now. It appears like Dr. Jen Arnold takes great care to ensure that Zoey is well informed about Pride Month and its significance. Jen Arnold shares pampered pics of Zoey on 10th birthday. Jen Arnold and her daughter, Zoey Klein, are celebrating a special day. After spending the day with Zoey, Jen shared the happy news that she is now 10 years old on social media. Zoey apparently had the royal treatment when she turned 10. Jen shared a few of images from Zoey's Big day on social media. A compilation of Jen's Zoey images from throughout the years was included in one post. What a wonderful girl you have. I hope you have a happy double-digit birthday. Incredibly, you continue to amaze me. Daily, a 10. The clients also have a son named Will, in case you didn't know. Jen is married to Bill. However, Zoey's parents wasted no time in making her day special. Jen describes how her baby was treated like a princess on her birthday. In a TikTok video, spending time at the spa with her parents was a treat for the little girl. Jen comments, "You are becoming such an incredible young woman. I can't believe it." Members of the little couple community have been leaving birthday wishes for Zoey in response to Jen's social media posts, celebrating her big day. Seeing Zoey's growth over the years has been a joy for TLC viewers, and they love her for it. Many viewers recall the moment when Will and Zoey were adopted as infants. Now Zoey is a thriving young girl of 10 years old. We watched her grow up on Two Says. One kind fan, "This young woman is priceless. Wishing you a joyous birthday celebration." We took her name and gave it to our puppy Zoey. Also, another admirer comments, "Wow, it's been a decade. Wow, she was so confused and scared when you brought her home." Along with her intelligence and kindness, she has blossomed into a self-assured young woman. Lots of more admirers are jumping in to just say happy birthday. Some are remarking on how cheerful Zoey appears, while others are describing the spa day as quite enjoyable. Having a wonderful time celebrating with her mom was definitely a highlight for Zoey. I was wondering what you thought of Jen Arnold's most recent post. Is Zoey's 10th birthday something you're proud of? Post your opinions in the space provided. Jen Arnold shares Zoey's recent passion. Revisited. Actress Jen Arnold of The Little Couple recently opened out about her daughter's rapid animal passion. Over the past week, her love has blossomed into a fiery obsession. In addition to maturing into a confident young woman, the adorable child shows no signs of slowing down as she chases her dreams. The TLC audience is of the opinion that Zoey, an adopted child from India, is incredibly fortunate. Animals mean the world to the Klein kids, as any TV viewer can tell you. Particularly endearing to little Will are the numerous images of their dog, Rocky. Fans also adore the adorable puppy that gained fame via the show and the pet service that Rocky and Maggie ran. The small puppy appeared elated in October of last year when Bill and Dr. Jen presented him with a beautiful bed tailored to his needs. Nevertheless, to enhance its adorableness, their daughter embraced the dog in the dog bed. Obviously, she has a soft spot for furry friends. A month later, Jen Arnold invited viewers of The Little Couple to guess which animal Zoey had fallen in love with, and she disclosed it, with the message appearing so soon after the adorable child's birthday. Her legion of admirers naturally wanted to know if her parents had given her an animal companion. Honestly, I'm still not convinced that they did it, but it was a pony that she suddenly loved more than any other animal. After then, hardly one paid much attention to it anymore, but she clearly still has a deep love for horses. The kids went horseback riding in 2018, if you remember correctly. Therefore, Zoey is not new to this activity. The kids also visited the horses on Jen's parents' property, which viewers of the broadcast saw. For those who enjoy reading about horses on The Little Couple, Jen Arnold published a new piece this week. As any fan of the show would expect, Zoey's summer is mostly centered around the animals. In the snapshot, she was seen playing with the nose of a horse. Seriously, she's
dwarfed by it.
with the message, my girl has found new friends and a new hobby she is loving. Jen graces the snapshot with her lovely words.
Seeing
Her love for horses grow is a joy to me. The rapid maturation of Zoey was a topic of discussion among readers of Jen Arnold's essay on the little couple. Anyone who has ever loved a horse will attest to the fact that they are a very caring animal. The gentle giants are so wonderful for a child's spirit. Horses are so good for kids, one supporter said, and many more agreed. Jen Arnold hits the road for fun holiday weekend with Will and Zoey. Jen Arnold, who stars on The Little Couple, is taking her kids, Will and Zoey, on a special holiday
getaway.
She recorded their first weekend activity, a road trip, on film. Their 4th of July celebration appears to be well organized.
Detailed
Information about the current activities of the Arnold Klein family can be found by further reading. Jen announced that she and her children are traveling on Saturday, July 2nd, on her Instagram page. She shared her exciting 4th of July plans with her fans in a video she made to wish them a great weekend. With the opening words, "Hey everyone, happy 4th of July weekend." Jen begins the video as she sits in the passenger seat.
The
mother of 2 is sporting a pair of
shades.
Bill Clay, her husband, is also attending the celebrations but isn't visible in the footage. Out in the distance, Bill yells, "Don't blow off any fingers. Just be careful out there," Jen cautions. It's going to be a short road trip. According to Bill, they're heading over to his parents' place for some barbecue.
I
heard they got steak dinners,
he
remarks. Will sits in the back seat the
whole time.
Then Jen shifts the camera to her daughter Zoey, saying Zoey's hiding in her hat. The third photo down shows Zoey with her head and face obscured by her hat.
Have a look at the video right
here. In addition to posting the video, Jen Arnold also added, "Happy 4th, stay safe and enjoy your weekend." Supporters are gushing over the memorable weekend in the comments area. "Have a wonderful weekend and happy 4th. One admirer writes, Jen Arnold also posted a video of her children riding the Staten Island ferry to her Instagram account.
Have a
look at the video right here. After taking the ferry, it appears they will spend a great weekend visiting with
Bill's family.
It would be great if they could update their fans with more photographs and videos shortly. What are your thoughts on Jen Arnold's most recent videos? How do you feel about her, Will, and Zoey's success? Know more today? What are you thinking about this gossip today? Let us know in the comments and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this.